And our word for today is appearance, taken from the first book of Samuel, chapter 16. Jesse, and just to kind of tell the story here, Jesse, at the request of the prophet Samuel, has gathered his sons together, 7 of them, because a new king is to be anointed over the kingdom of Israel. So at this, we see this presentation of the 7 sons of Jesse. But God says, not as man sees, does God see, because he sees the appearance, but the Lord looks into the heart. Samuel said to Jesse, the Lord has not chosen any of these, the 7 sons he has brought forward. Then Samuel asked Jesse, are these all the sons you have? Jesse replied, there is still the youngest, who is tending the sheep. Samuel said to Jesse, send for him, for we will not begin the sacrificial banquet until he arrives here. Jesse sent and had the young man brought to them. He was ruddy, a youth handsome to behold, and making a splendid appearance. The Lord said, there, anoint him, for this is he. Then Samuel, with the horn of oil in hand, anointed him in the midst of his brothers. And from that day on, the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon David. Brothers and sisters, there's not a clearer story in the scriptures that God does not judge the way that man judges. Not even the way a father judges. Jesse, I'm sure, loved all of his sons, including David, but he had already set in his mind who was going to be the king, the eldest. And then, surprised by the eldest not being chosen, he selected the second eldest. But no, it was the baby. It was the one tending sheep in the field who was not even invited to the banquet. And what do we see? Again, at the end of the reading, God says, this is the one, anoint him, and then I will set him apart. And we see that the Spirit of the Lord rushed upon David from that point forward. The same is true with us, brothers and sisters. The Lord God calls us to a thing that we cannot accomplish on our own. Let's dispel one statement that is repeated over and over and over again. God will never give you more than you can handle. Brothers and sisters, I will tell you, that's a lie. It's not true. God will never give you more than you can handle with his help. He'll never give you more than he can handle in you. He'll often give you more than you can handle so that you are drawn to him, so that you are dependent upon him. St. Teresa of Calcutta says it this way, God does not call the equipped, he equips the called. Respond to that. Don't be overwhelmed by it. At the same time, you can't claim any of the work that he calls you to do because in and of yourself, you cannot do it. So we have the couple of temptations. One, thinking we aren't up to the task. That can be overcome by understanding it's only by God's grace that we can do it. And then, of course, the second temptation is after God has done it in us and through us by his grace, then we are tempted to think that we did it on our own, even though we know we didn't. So on both sides, we have to be careful. And this from the second book of Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 9. The eyes of the Lord look to and fro across the whole earth, looking for someone whose heart is turned toward him, that he might show himself strong in them. The Lord's looking for you. He's watching you. He wants a heart that's turned toward him. And if you will turn your heart to him today, he will absolutely, positively, without any doubt whatsoever, show himself strong in you. Give it over to the Lord. Ask him what he would have you do, and then respond by his grace, and know that his desire is to come into a more intimate relationship with you, and then use you to open relationships with many others by showing himself strong in you. Appearance, our word for today.